Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt, and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching Friday Night Lights. What do you know about this movie?
Football.
Yes.
And Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton, football.
And I know that there's a television show, which I think is after this.
I believe so. I've never seen the television show, but I've seen this movie multiple times. I love this movie. It's Peter Berg, who directed Patriots Day and Lone Survivor.
Okay, wow.
So there's something about a Peter Berg film that makes me emotional.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason why I should get emotional to high school football, yet this movie makes me emotional.
All right.
So there's something about Peter Berg's directing style or something that he just gets me every time.
Yeah.
So I love this movie. It's about to be Super Bowl in like a week here or something.
Yeah.
So we're like, I want to watch, or I was like, I want to watch some football. You love Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
You also really like Peter Berg. So I was like, fingers crossed you like this movie. I'm super excited. I think it'll be a little pleasant surprise. I've wanted to show you this movie for a long time. I just finally came up with an excuse because I was like, I'm a Rams fan. They lost so close to beating the Eagles. But I was like, I want more football because I can't watch my Rams anymore. So now we're doing this.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited to watch this. I know my parents, when I was young, my parents used to watch the TV show and I remember it being on and stuff. I didn't watch it with them, but this has just kind of escaped me. But we've seen Billy Bob Thornton on the channel a ton, Fargo, and a couple of movies. Sling Blade is like one of my favorite movies we've seen on the channel.
Yeah, Armageddon. So
Yeah.
I think Billy Bob Thornton is in a new show called like Landman. So he was also on my mind of like, oh, we should get more Billy Bob on the channel.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I think it's on some streaming service or something. And I think they're actually, I don't know if it's a reboot of the TV show or if they're just like going to do the TV show continuing. Not like picking up, but maybe like same school or something like that. So I'm not 100% sure because I haven't seen the show, but I know the show is coming back. I say I know, but I'm like 95% sure the show is coming back.
Did you just make that up?
So anyways, there might be a lot more Friday Night Lights in everyone's lives coming up real soon.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm really excited for this.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie.
Butch on the line with us. Butch, what about it? We're gonna have a great year or what?
How you doing?
Good, Butch. Tell me about this season. It's gonna be good.
Texas football.
I was reading this book about Babe Ruth, and they asked him if he deserved his salary way back in 1904, whatever it was.
60 grand for a high school football coach in the late 80s is quite a bit.
A lot of wins.
Yeah. Even more expectations.
Booby knock some fools out, Booby gonna knock them out with black knights on his feet. Ain't that right? I could knock you on a pair of flip-flops.
Got to him.
Yeah, making them black.
That boy can flat out play football.
And pass.
Out! And he can pass!
I know what the play was, okay?
Odessa's a small town, and when you screw up, everybody knows about it.
You sure he's part of your gene pool, Charlie?
The talk of other parents.
Get off the field, Dad.
Why can't you hold on to football? It's so goddamn hard about holding on to it.
I'm sorry.
First day of practice, Mr.
Practice.
Hold on.
Seriously. Enough.
Oof.
And you're gonna be smaller every week. Ain't gonna be no growth spurts between now and the first game.
Where does all that anger come from?
Jeez. Wrecking each other.
You're gonna use your mind. You're gonna play with your heart. That's what you're gonna use to win the state championship.
This is day one.
Get up. Get up.
Oof. God.
I'm already sore.
We will win state. Can you be perfect?
You better be there! You're gonna get wasted! Order your Taylor's house!
Isn't that guy like 35?
Shoot, what's that one movie where Ben Affleck is the old guy in town? Oh, God.
Dazed and Confused?
Dazed? No. Or it's the other one.
Just go back over to Mom. All
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, bring it home. Huh? Bring one of these home. Get you one of these.
God, the pressure that they put on these kids.
Yeah, the pressure and then
Everyone reliving their own
like
glory days.
Exactly.
Go to that party just for a little bit.
Problem with that is I don't want to get him hurt. We need him to score touchdowns. That's what...
That big ain't gonna break.
Ooh.
Want to beat Midland Lee? You play him middle linebacker. Break some heads out there.
Are you ready for Midland Lee, Coach?
God, can he like escape this?
No.
Why don't you have a girlfriend?
I don't know.
Why doesn't he have a girlfriend?
Sitting here in December as the state champions of Texas. Let's bring them hell. Go, Mojo!
I didn't realize it was only his second season.
Yeah, it's pretty new.
I thought all those championships were his.
Let's go to your room.
Jeez.
Dad, can you just go back to bed, please?
Who's this?
Maria.
How you doing, Maria?
God.
Close enough.
Since when can you hold on to the football?
I haven't seen it. You hold on to it today? How about yesterday? Did you hold on to the football yesterday?
Is that duct tape?
Yeah.
You boys all right?
Another ring.
And you gonna come visit Booby Miles in California, and you gonna smile, or I'm gonna stick about 4 pudding pops up your white ass. Come on, man, this is God-given. Only thing I gotta do is just show up.
I have a terrible feeling about him.
About Booby?
Yeah. Something bad is gonna happen.
She can get into the handles quicker and go.
And go.
Go. It's all about the speed makeup that size differential.
Yeah. What do you think, Coach?
Everyone putting in their 2 cents.
Since last night at dinner.
Do you like playing football, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Is it fun for you?
Lots of fun, sir.
It's supposed to be fun, you know. Greatest game in the world.
Fun, but it's like the only way to get out of this town.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have any doubt in your mind about what you're supposed to do tonight and about how you're supposed to do it.
Just give it to Booby. Oh.
Let me kick the extra point. Not this time. Come on, you did enough. Come on.
42-7.
Come on. You're in the game. Come on. Hey.
Oh, cool.
Where you going?
You want me to go in, Coach?
You don't want a helmet?
You see my helmet, man?
Find your helmet, son.
Oh, no.
What a bug, you can't come out here with no helmet, man.
I can still go in. 28 sweet. 28 sweet.
Oh.
Miles cuts to his right.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, that bent.
42-7. Wasn't even supposed to go in.
You think he tore any cartilage?
Maybe. I could feel the knee catching.
What do you think?
It's all about how he responds mentally.
Especially like in the 80s. We've come so far with like repairing
Yeah.
damages for a high school in the 80s to repair something like that.
Mike, I'm proud of you, son. You showed discipline. You showed leadership. And Wilson, now that's body tackling. That's what I've been telling you about. Did y'all see him tonight?
Got to get everyone's spirits back up.
I want you to go celebrate. Feel good about yourselves tonight, okay? Come on.
You're gonna ruin the whole season for us right there.
We were up, we were winning big, and the boy stays in the game.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, the guilt or the sense of responsibility for having him still in there.
I think you got a slight tear.
Can he play?
Yeah, can I play?
Can he play football?
Can I?
Is he walking right now?
As the Eagles take down the Panthers 49-6, and for Coach Gary.
Oh.
Dang.
Coach Gaines, what are you going to do? The loss of Booby Miles cannot result in the loss of this season.
There goes the perfect season also.
Yeah.
One game. They're like, get the hell out.
I mean, this is only his second season. People don't have loyalty.
Or
to
patience.
Him. No.
We're gonna go back to the clinic, but they already said ain't no tears.
No tear.
Ain't no tear. When it come time to play Midland Lee, we be good to go, Coach.
That's good then.
So they don't want to take him because they already know the answer.
Yeah. I mean, it's wrecked.
We're dead.
We're not dead. We just need to start throwing the football.
We're dead.
Pull it.
This is the quarterback. We need to throw? Can't do that.
You got to accept the fact that people have to take care of themselves, and that includes you. You understand that? Look at me, Mike. If you decide to accept that, you're going to seriously fly, son.
Is it getting you?
Yeah.
It is. It is an emotional movie. It's not just football. Oh, another pick.
Gets the handoff, and he's got room to run on the left-hand side across the line of scrimmage. Clothesline by Garrett.
Clothesline.
Well, good grief, folks. Army has lost Booby Miles, leaving them with third-string running back Chris Coleman.
Come on, Coleman.
Crosses the 20-yard line. Crosses the 30. Coleman to the 40. Coleman to the 50.
Oh.
Across the 40.
Who was that? It was Coleman. Our Coleman?
Has a mojo touchdown.
Yeah.
TD might want to hang on.
Oh.
Oof.
Billingsley up the middle, picks up a great block.
It just needed one. They needed that.
Look at that, diving for the touchdown.
Fantastic runs and one fantastic pass reception.
Look at the confidence. What is his name?
Colmer, I think.
Colmer? Because I called him Coleman.
It could be Coleman.
We're on a roll.
Oh, no.
All the schools calling.
You lose 2 division games in this football climate, and you're done, Sammy. You're done.
Oh, they went.
Finally.
Which I feel like is not good that they waited.
How you gonna want what's best for me? You from Midland, right?
Listen to me.
You from Midland?
Listen. What I recommend, listen
You
to me.
jealous because you from Midland. Trying to take my football out of here.
Listen to me.
I mean, they said that right off the bat, that it was going to be a mental
Yeah, how you
hurdle
gonna
for him.
just getting through the recovery? I was like as worse as it could go.
And I mean, he lost 3 weeks. I don't know if they do, I don't know what they were doing in the 80s, but.
Because, see, if you go out there for your knees ready.
Coach, my knees fine.
You okay with this, LB?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Go get dressed.
No. Like, this is going from, what, maybe a season to life?
Booby doesn't look like he's limping at all. He looks good to me. He looks like he's ready to go.
Decoy or player.
He ain't gonna play.
I don't think so either.
Just a possible decoy out there.
Winchell will swing it out to Billingsley. And the ball is stripped by Dominguez. Kevin Lane and a...
Oh, and a face mask.
Find a way to get his offense on track or start feeling his season slipping through his fingers.
Do you think you're playing football? Do you? You're gonna find out what it feels like to sit on your asses and watch Midland Lee take your season.
Just getting wrecked out.
Weak defense, weak offense, and no Booby. Your coach Gaines, what do you do?
Yeah, whole season's on the line.
Oof.
Booby, you're in. Let's go. Let's go.
Just desperation.
Senior, number 45, lining up behind quarterback Mike Winchell. That offensive line is ready.
Oh, I hope they're ready to protect him.
Hesitates just a minute.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
For holding, gets the block. Sends the Dominguez brother. He's his, and he's down.
Exactly what you would think would happen.
Only 40 seconds left. Mike Winchell trying to keep Hermione's playoff hopes alive.
Taking those hits.
We gotta go with the man. This is for the ball game. The clock is still moving.
Oh my God. Is it the end of the season?
I think so. Putting it all on himself. Missing that pass.
Him and Billingsley couldn't hold on to the ball.
They all suck, and I think it's just because of the coaching. Because you're doing too much learning in the school.
Too much learning.
Man, I watch you play football. Sick at my stomach.
I need some fresh air.
Oh.
Folks, we're here with the 3 winning coaches. We've all agreed on the rule. 2 out of 3 here, odd man out. If you got one tail.
All down to a coin.
Ain't no curses.
2, 3, toss 'em. Okay, that's heads for Abilene Cooper, heads. Hey, Midland Lee is also heads.
That's heads.
Yeah, that's heads too. Permian is also heads.
Oh my God.
It's tails.
Oh.
They got into the playoffs. Sorry, other coach.
Looks like all roads are eventually leading to Dallas Carter. And what a monster of a team Dallas Carter is.
Those are high schoolers?
Yeah, apparently.
Very, very good football team, people.
You're like twice the size of them.
You don't understand. This is the only thing you're ever gonna have. Forever. It carries you forever.
It's the only thing he's ever had.
One stinking year to make yourself some memories, son. That's all. It's gone after that. And I'll be damned if you're not gonna miss it.
Who knows how long he spent finding that.
Play your ass off. Win state. Be perfect, all that shit. This is a gift for you. It's gonna be worth a lot of money.
I bet it will.
It's gotta suck watching him just clear out his locker.
Now what we gonna do? I can't do nothing else but play football. Hey, don't worry. I can't do nothing else but play football. You told me you was gonna go to the pro. Somebody else. Don't worry about it. No, I want down to buy you a house.
Just his entire life leading up to this, and it's just gone. This happens to high school kids in real life every year. So working their way through the playoffs.
Yeah. Man, they blew through that.
And frankly, between our communities, there are some issues.
Now, wait a minute. What issues are we talking about?
I'm not going to get into it at this table. It's just different.
This isn't decided before the season starts.
Now, are these zebras going to be white or black?
Well, as far as I know, zebras are white and black.
Makes sense to me. Not me. Well, not a whole lot does make sense to you.
Damn.
So you think having an all-black officiating crew is going to somehow help you win the game? Watch your mouth.
Oof.
Yeah, a lot of tension.
Everything all right?
Well, yeah. Everything's going to be just fine. Everything's all right as long as we get out there and get what we need to get done. And
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, I want it as bad as y'all do, believe me. Of course, you know, Dallas Carter, that's a tough team.
we're a pretty tough team, too, Coach. Beat them.
Okay, then.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Are we gonna move again?
It's possible.
No, baby.
I mean, from the beginning, he just said they need to be faster because they're dealing with these guys that are massive now.
Yeah. No, they need their speed and their technique is all they have.
What do you think about Alaska?
What about Alaska?
You know, I bet that they are not nearly as serious about their football. Yeah, we should go to Alaska, stay there for a couple of years. 20.
Okay. Did you get any sleep last night?
Oh, yes, sir, I did.
Good. We got a 6-hour ride, so we can get you some more, okay?
You got room for one more?
Absolutely.
It's just high school football movie. There's no need to cry.
Why do you do this to me? It's Caravan. You could stay home.
Mojo has come to Houston. This is the Astrodome, the 8th wonder of the world.
Parking lot's like full too.
Oh yeah.
Folks, you better lock your doors, turn up the radio, strap yourself in. We've got East Texas versus
What a great walkout.
Texas high school football at its finest. No doubt.
Oh my God.
Carries 8 yards deep. Palmer should down it there.
Wait, he's going to bring it out.
Okay.
Should have kept it.
No surprise, this team has not kicked an extra point or a field goal all year. Whitaker now on the next.
Haven't kicked a field goal all year.
Fast. Supposed to stay fast. Yeah, you said that already.
Just mowing down.
18-0.
I feel like they're gonna have to start throwing it, no?
They're trying.
They can't run through them. my God.
Yeah, he was down.
Run.
Run, preacher. So close.
Don't you need each other right now, so find each other.
No, no smile.
This way towards the end zone.
Anthony has him, but a great effort by Mike.
What the hell?
Got the touchdown.
Took his whole helmet off. Oh my. Oh.
It's a dirty team.
I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think about Booby Miles. And he would die to be out there on that field with you tonight. Boys, my heart is full.
Here we go.
I know, a whole nother half.
Oof. Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
Here in the third quarter, the score frozen with Carter on top, 26-14.
So they got one touchdown.
Has found Grant, and Grant makes a one-handed phenomenal catch for another Carter team.
Ooh.
20, 15, 10, 5,
Yes.
Something to root for. Oh.
Go, go, go.
But is it too little too late for Coach Gary Gaines?
No.
One more Carter first down, folks, and that will be it.
Oh.
First down here, and the game's over.
Calls the cadence. Cut. Hands to his running back.
Oh. Nothing.
Okay, show them who we are. Execute.
As Winchell gathers his teammates up into a huddle.
Down by 6.
I'm like 28, 29.
He's looking to the right. Payne is wide open down the right.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Okay, here we go. Under.
Break a rib?
Probably.
Yes. Oh. Oof.
Oh. Concussion.
Again, we'll drop the pass. Hard to the turn.
Shit.
Good to go.
Are we?
Just got his shoulder popped back in.
Billingsley, can you do it?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Can you hang on to the ball?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, he couldn't hang on when he had both arms.
I'm gonna run it right down his throat.
He hands it off to Don Billingsley.
Come on, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Just going through people.
Oh my God.
Down to the one.
Oh my God.
The worst. Yellow.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Is he taking it? Is he in?
Short.
They made a movie about a team that didn't win?
It's a true story. 6 inches short.
Oh my God.
Harvard.
Stay low, boys. See you, Don. See you, Shavo.
Undefeated. Next year.
I was going to ask about Comer because I was like, why didn't they show where Comer's at?
Yeah,
I
right?
didn't realize he wasn't a senior.
No, yeah, he wasn't a senior, so he got that championship in that undefeated season. All right, that was Friday Night Lights. What'd you think?
That was great.
You liked it?
Yes. Okay, so a couple things. I feel like I have not seen Billy Bob Thornton play a character like that.
Right.
I feel like we always have like very extreme characters that he plays.
Yeah.
So this was very, I guess, tame for what I'm used to from him. Still great.
Mhm.
The speech that he gave in the locker room, I'm just such a huge fan of his. So this was so great to see him. Second, was not anticipating them losing. Like,
Yeah.
we're sitting here, we're watching this whole movie, and I mean, I guess I don't think this is the first sports film we've watched where it wasn't like a happy ending.
Yeah, the only one that's coming to memory, Cool Runnings. They don't win.
Yes, yeah. So I guess, I don't know, in my mind, I was thinking it was just going to be this like
Triumphant victory.
yeah, like after, setting up this whole, season, and it comes down to the coin toss, and then you have these giant players from Carter
Yeah.
coming in, and I was like, they're gonna do it, they're gonna win, and it comes down to the final play, and it's like 6 inches.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, which that's a lot of inches, let's be fair. But yeah, it came down to the final play right there. It's devastating loss, but it makes me think back to that great speech of, being perfect is not about winning or losing. It's about, looking into the eyes of the people next to you and your friends and your family, and just knowing that you gave it all you got, and they gave it everything.
100%. I think for me, Boobie Miles was such a huge part of this movie.
Yeah.
In general, you have the whole movie, you have this small town. There's so much pressure on these kids. And obviously, we don't know like the full backstory, but obviously Boobie has gone through so much in his life that he's fully put all his eggs in this basket of football.
Right.
And he just has his uncle, and it just seems like that's it. And he clearly can't really even read based on the letters that he was getting from these colleges.
Yeah.
So I had this terrible feeling in like my gut that something bad was going to happen. Everything was going too well. The whole team was relying solely on him essentially as the offense.
Yeah.
I just had this terrible feeling. He was also extremely cocky in the beginning, which, I mean, he had the talent to back it up. But yeah, I just had such a terrible feeling, and that was absolutely heartbreaking. And I think for it to happen twice, the whole doctor's office scene was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, at Midland.
He can't make the acceptance of what's happening to him, and his uncle to basically kind of lie their way back onto the field, because this is everything to him. And to see him, struggle right off the bat and then go down the way that he did in so much pain.
Yeah.
The whole thing was so heartbreaking. And the moment that he's in the locker room and he's packing his things up, and for him to be there on the sidelines at the playoffs, like, all of these moments put together just had me sobbing.
I knew it was an emotional movie.
Yeah.
I never gave myself enough credit for letting the emotions get to me.
Yeah.
But like I said, Peter Berg has some sort of like magical switch on me. But yeah, I mean, just to watch it again, it's just heartbreaking every single time.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, it's a movie, but this is sports. Every single year, whether it's in high school or college or the pros, you see devastating injuries that happen to people who could have been some otherworldly talent, and it's just their body failed them. So it's just such a heartbreaking thing to see. And yeah, I mean, I knew if you were already getting emotional with him clearing out the locker room, I was like, oh man, he's about to go into the car and just break down. But yeah, I mean, the movie's super emotional. I mean, Boobie has a lot of those moments, but it doesn't stop with him.
No.
I mean, Mike, the struggle of, wanting to leave this town, but feeling responsible for taking care of his mom.
Yeah.
And like, again, very limited options. If the grades aren't there, it's a small town. It's not like you can really do too much to get out. You have Don, who's kind of living in the shadow of his dad.
Dad's like legacy.
And did you know the dad that was Tim McGraw?
Oh no, I did not know that.
Yeah, so yeah, which great acting by Tim McGraw to play that drunk asshole dad.
Yeah, I don't follow country music,
No, neither do
So
I.
yeah, I couldn't really pick anybody.
No, I mean,
out.
I don't follow country music, but I mean, if I say Tim McGraw,
Yeah, I know who Tim McGraw is.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. And I actually was thinking that in the car scene when he's in the back seat and he's breaking out the windows.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know who this actor was, but in my mind, I was sitting here like, damn, this guy is such a good villain.
yeah.
Like, just absolutely awful.
It's hard too because it's like he is a villain. He's obviously abusive and really shitty to his son. But then you have those like little moments where he does give that speech, and on one hand, where he's talking about like, this is all you're gonna ever have. These are all the memories you're gonna have. It's very easy to be like, oh, well, that's your life, because it was. He was a state champion. He probably had his glory days, and now he has a very shitty life. To have that fear for your son to kind of repeat those same things, or to feel like your son's destined for that. And so it's like you only have 1 year to be happy, pretty much. It sucks. It's not true. But then also for some people it is true because they don't get out of this town, and then there is no other glory days for them. And then you also have that moment at the end where like he embraces his son and gives him the championship ring and stuff. And
Yeah.
and to see at the end, like, you know, they still have a good relationship.
Yeah.
To go from where it was, where he was obviously the main villain, but there's a lot of just layers to it. It's not like he was just a drunk asshole dad and that's all he was.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's a very dynamic character in this for sure. And I think it's like that generational trauma type of thing.
Yeah.
So it sucked, like, watching what he was doing to Dawn because, you know, he seemed like such a good kid. And like all of the kids in this, they had so much pressure put on themselves.
I think that's what the movie does really well.
Yeah, which obviously it went farther in his case and into like an abusive state.
Yeah.
But the whole like interactions between the two of them was just so heartbreaking and frustrating.
Yeah.
These are just kids.
Yeah, and that's the rough part, is that these are kids, but the whole town, it's like on one hand it's, oh wow, the whole town's going to go support the football team, but then on the other it's like, oh no, like these kids are literally responsible for the happiness of an entire town, and if they fail,
Yeah.
the entire town talks to them like they're scum. Whenever it would play like the radio clips, and you just hear some of the things that they're saying about, you know, Billy Bob as a coach, or the kids, just like, what are we doing? This is high school football, but it's just a different world, especially in Texas. I mean, there's a lot of states where football is everything.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we are not in an area that's like that. I mean,
Not for high school, but for college, yeah, it's not to this level.
no, I mean, it's a fun, I mean, for us growing up in high school, like it was a fun Friday night thing to get to go to football games.
Yeah, but if your team lost, no one was like,
There wasn't like threats or, you know, it wasn't on the radio just talking about how awful you played or
Right.
putting for sale signs in coaches' yards.
yeah,
Nothing to that extent.
no. And like for all of these kids to have all this pressure on themselves, and then that's not the only thing that they're dealing with. Like they're dealing with, you know, broken families or trying to get to college or sick parents. These are still people who have lives. And I feel like the movie does a great job of showing you those little personal moments with
Yeah.
a lot of characters.
Yeah.
And then also the coach having, you know, like you said, the signs, or even like the daughter who's like, are we moving again? And the parents are like, yeah, no, but it's a very realistic depiction, I feel like, of football life in a lot of places.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like the movie did such a fantastic job of like getting into each character's backstory.
Yeah.
And making us get to know them, because it makes the wins that they are making on the field that much more exciting. And to see, you know, them persevere, or to see them knock someone out or make the touchdown or whatever it is, just getting a little bit of their home life in there just made all of the difference.
I mean, even like a character like Preacher, who like never really speaks the entire movie, and then he has that great locker room speech, and there's like the very end.
I loved that, and I loved the like back and forth between the two locker rooms during his speech.
Yeah.
That was such a good scene.
Yeah. So it's such a great movie. It's super emotional. And then I also just like, I like the football in it. Sometimes you have like whatever football shows or football movies or something, and you're like, you watch the action and it's like, that's not football.
Yeah.
This, like when you see people get hit, you're like, fuck, I would not want to be an extra on this movie because
Yeah.
they were laying each other out. It seems like.
Yeah, no, it seemed like they were going hard. This felt like you were watching a real football game.
Yeah.
And especially for high school football, like,
What are we doing here?
Yeah, they were
These
going.
kids are getting killed.
Yeah. And they even talk about that. The announcers are like, oh, you know, we got to consider the safety
Yeah.
of the kids in this. And it's like, yeah, like 30 minutes ago, maybe. Like, we're well past that. So that was incredible. In terms of Peter Berg, I wanted to say, just between us stopping the film and starting the intro, we were just talking about how this just felt like such a Peter Berg film.
Yeah.
When you're watching it, the music and a lot of the shots in it, he uses like focus a lot. I don't know the technical terms of things, but it just feels very much like his films.
Yeah.
And in some of these really intense moments, it does take me back to like Lone Survivor or to Patriots Day, just how it's shot.
Right. Yeah. The emotion in the scenes and how it's shot and how you are kind of connected to the action of what's going on, whether it's football or a firefight. I feel like a very talented director that maybe doesn't get talked about as much as he probably should. I don't know how many more great films he has.
Yeah.
It's hard though, because I'm like 99% sure this is who he is, but there's a horrible movie called like Corky Romano. I don't know if it has like 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's one of the worst.
His?
It's not, he's an actor in it.
Oh.
He plays like Corky's brother or something like that. I don't know. But I can only think of him in that movie.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it dozens of times as a kid.
Oh, it's a kid's movie?
No, it's just a garbage comedy movie.
Okay.
When I say kid, I probably mean like whatever, like young teen or something like that. But I always I'm like, oh, Peter Berg, fantastic director. Corky Romano.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
It's terrible. But yeah, no, a great director. So let us know what else he has, because I don't know. We've watched Lone Survivor, Patriots Day, now Friday Night Lights. I can't think of another movie that he's done.
Or at least worth reacting to. Or if there's stuff that we should just watch on our own. We're always happy for those recommendations too.
Yeah. So good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was excited to show you. I'm glad you cried. It validated my crying.
I felt so bad. I could feel you.
Especially because I when you know things are gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's worse. It's honestly worse when you know it's coming.
Yeah, I know the fate. I mean, there's so many movies that I've seen the first time, wouldn't cry at all. Like I remember we watched Gladiator, never shed a tear. I loved Gladiator, but never shed a tear. We watched it again for the channel for you, and I was crying like a baby. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So yeah, so for me to know the fate of the movie and a lot of the characters was rough, but I'm glad the movie got to you.
Definitely. This was a fantastic movie, a great little
deviation from the norm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say a break because it was still, we cried.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, something different, I think. And then, a little preparation for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed this. I'm glad we got to watch it together. And yeah, let us know if there's other Peter Berg, other Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton for sure.
For sure.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.